Hi guys, in today's video we'll be learning the basics of Go language. So first let's start by writing a hello world program. So for that we'll have to name this package, and the file which we are going to execute must have the package name as main. So package main, and let's write the main function. So the syntax of that is func main, which won't accept any parameters nor will return any value. And then to print the value we'll require a library that is fmt. So import and then fmt. So let's write fmt dot println, and in this hello world. Oh, println. So here we have a hello world. Now what if we want to store this value of hello world in a variable? So how can we do that? So there are actually multiple ways of doing it. The most simple one is var str. So var is telling that we are declaring a variable, str is the name of that variable, and string is the data type. So currently we have declared it, and then str equals hello world, and let's print it. Now we get the same output. Now this is one method of declaring and then assigning it. The next thing which we can do is directly writing var str string equals hello world. This will also give us the same output. And the next thing is, instead of writing var and the data type, just write str and add a colon before equal to. So in this line we are declaring and assigning the value to that variable. So we get hello world. Now there are not only strings, but we can even assign values such as integer or float or boolean. So using the same method, that is, let's say I equals 1, f colon equal to 1.1, and let's print them, str comma I comma f. Now since we are separating them by comma, Go will automatically print them after a space. So that is like hello world, then it left one space, then one, and then again a space. Now the next thing which we're gonna see is how to declare arrays in this. So let me just delete all this. So let's say arr and then colon equal to. Now here we have to enter the length of that array. So let's say 5, and then the data type, that is int, or let's just write it like var, and then print it. So automatically compiler assigns the value 0 to it as its default value. Now what if we want to edit this, like add a custom values? So we can do this by entering our values into curly braces, like 1 comma 22 22 comma 55 in this, and 8. So now if we print it, it will print those values. Now having a specific length can cause you inconvenience. So instead, if we just leave this empty, so what this does is it creates a list of integers, right? It won't have any length, and we can again assign values using the same way, that is 1 comma 25 and 0. Now what if you want to add a variable? What if you want to add an integer? Sorry. So you can do that by using the append function. Now append function will add an integer at the end, but it will not override, it won't override the variable. So we have to assign it again. That is, it's like immutable. So arr equals append, and then arr, like values of arr, and variable and the value which I want to add is, let's say, 13. So yeah, get 13 at the end. Now the next thing that we'll see is if conditions. So how do we use if conditions? Now let's say I have a variable I which is equal to 5, and now if I is greater than 5, then I want to print I is greater than 5, else fmt.println I is less than 5. So yeah, we can even add conditions, else if conditions, that is else if I equal to 5, println I. So yeah, there we have it. Now what are the different kind of loops in Golang? So basically I have only for loops, but for loop can be used in many different ways, such as the basic one, that is for I. So that will, so here we are assigning the value 0 to I, and then this is where we check the condition. So let's say I is less than 10, and it will keep increasing. You can even decrease it, but so yeah, and then I want to print its value. So fmt dot println I. So yeah, it will print all the values. Now what if I want to use it as a while loop? So what I can do is I equals 0 and remove this and add it at the end. It will do the exact same thing, and if you just enter true, so this will practically be a infinite loop. Yeah, I have to stop it. So these were the different kind of loops which we can see. So guys, that is it for this video.